love and what you have and what you love and what you have and what you love. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Say women, they will come and they will go. When the rain was.
Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Where my partner go? She's right here. Tyra over at Struggle Reviews. How art thou today? How is everybody? Drop it in the chat. You know what to do when you come in the room. Let us know how you rated this episode on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the best thing you've ever seen, 1 being worse than Beauty and Black season 2. Tyra, how are you today? And are you ready to get into it? And what's your rating?
I am good. I'm ready to get into it. A rating? I mean, this entire season for me has been about a 7.5 to a strong 8 at times. Mostly 7.5 though. This episode was no different. I'm still residing in a space of 7.5 and 8.
7.5. But you're doing good. You look beautiful. I see the lip. All right, sister. Let us know in the chat, you guys. How are you rating this episode? You did, Josie. The tardiness was on me tonight. I was ripping and running, and I wanted to get everything I could smack dab in these slides tonight. Hey, Tremaine. Sis says 8. 8 out of 10. 9 from Josie. Miss Pamela says 8. How are you doing, Pamela? Good to see you. Good to see you, friend. DC Reteacher says 7. Okay, all right. Terry pissed me clean off, but I'm going to give it an 8.2. All right, Jazz. All right. What's going on, Rico? What's going on? Rico says 8.3. My partner in the building. So for me, on a scale of 1 to 10, after watching this a second time, I enjoyed this episode. I'm going to give it a cute 8.4. 8.4. That's what I'm going to throw it at. Allison Page says a 9. I see Melanie says 6. I'm not liking this time travel business. I see Melanie. Come on. Andrew says 9. I think there were a lot of moments within the episode that kind of pushes us into our finale, which is next week, Tyra. This was our penultimate episode. Now, did it satisfy the penultimate quotient that we're used to in today's storytelling? I don't know, but I was here for the revelations of it all. I was, Tyra. I was.
Revelations.
But expounding on that rating a little bit more, I want to know from you, overall thoughts. I mean, we had Nosebleed City over here, from Link to Sinatra to Xavier glitching out on the bus at the very end. I want to know your overall thoughts. And what do you think of all of these matching nosebleeds?
I think it's what we've been saying since the beginning. Alex is some type of time travel, I don't know, message board to get something back to the past. It's something to alter what's happened this point for Dylan to even be here in existence. I don't want to go over there. I've been told you I don't want to go over there. Because now we really have to sit back and get into manipulating everybody else's life, because if she somehow traveled or got a message back to someone to alter her past and Dylan to live, this clearly affected everyone else. So that's happening wherever, whenever in the past. And then currently where we are, baby, you siphoning all the image, all the energy. No type of damage control is happening to protect the people in this dome, so you can power up Alex when you need to, and we about to go to war. So either way, some sacrifices are being made. I cannot tell you that I'm interested in anything that's going on here. I literally could care less. I'm trying really, really hard. It's just such a big jump from where we were, and I've let that go. But I feel like with shows, at times it's really hard to get into the alternate time travel bag of things and make it make sense for the audience and keep you intrigued without them just going so overboard to compensate for what they've done. I feel like we about to try to overcompensate in that we're gonna alter everybody else. I'm like, has something clearly has already been altered, but what does that mean for the likes of her, Xavier? I feel like anybody who's come in contact with each other in this alternate space or something, these are the people who are having the nosebleeds. I think we saw that William had a nosebleed. I said, "Why the president didn't have one?" Like, what? I was waiting. The only thing that would make me sit up a little bit is if the people that I miss, y'all know the two mans that I miss, if they came back. If we can get over there and they can come back, I don't know this man. I mean, R.I.P. Dylan. I didn't care too much when we lost Dylan. This means a whole lot to her though, and this has been her sole mission. I want to see William and James Marsden. If they can come back into the fold and we can get over there and be cute about it, that's cool. But what does that mean for Xavier, their children, his wife, all of the roads that we've traveled to get to where we are right now? This baby, you in this context, you've had a baby with someone. Like, how does that? I don't know. It's just I feel like some unanswered questions are about to hit me in the face, and I'm irritated. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm set. I'm invested. Now, what I will say, and this can be, I mean, this is a valid criticism, right? Because I think when we get into shows where it becomes a mystery can a lot of times overshadow what the real story is. And this is a huge departure from what we saw season 1. But I really do have a feeling that everything's going to tie back to day 1. Tyra, the first rule of time travel that I learned from Marty McFly and Doc over there in Back to the Future is that when you go back, you can't change nothing. Don't talk to nobody. Don't mess nothing up, because one single thing will upset the course of history, which is why I think we see the glitching Xavier at the end. I'm like, why is he glitching like that? I do, like we said before, James Marsden, President Cal, aka Billy Ho, they're still listed as season regulars. They are regular cast members. So there had to be a way to reintroduce them. I guess the question now becomes, someone said it in the chat, I don't want a multiverse, but do we get into a situation where we're interdimensional, or in a multiverse situation where we have a similar timeline, but different events have altered who's present within the timeline? Girl, this is right up my alley. This is the type of stuff that I like, so I'm not too mad at it, but I get it. Overall, I don't know. I think we're left with some really pressing questions. I was aggravated at times throughout the episode, but honestly, it's leaving me with more questions, and I like that. My biggest question, I think, after watching the entire episode was, what does this really mean for Sinatra? And would she do anything to potentially harm this son that she hasn't seen in 100 years, or whatever? So that's kind of my biggest question, but I'm ready to get right into all of the events, because we're going to go bar for bar. We're going to go bun for bun, Tyra. Episode 7. The final countdown. Xavier has unfinished business. Meanwhile, Sinatra meets with Link as Paradise prepares for a potential threat. Maybe it's imminent at this point. Is it still potential when they're right outside your door? But as we open up, we see President Cal, and he's like, yeah, let me tell you a story about these fancy pajamas I got. But ultimately, we're in the final countdown. We are winding down to the days that the world is going to basically explode, and everything as we know it is about to change. This is everything. This is Sinatra's life's work. It's all of those things. And now he's thinking of the song, The Final Countdown. And of course, the next slide is the lyrics, because I want to get into that a little bit. But in this, I said, okay, he's kind of milling it about. He's kind of taking it, and he's kind of off the cuff anyway. President Cal was never really too serious, but dropping knowledge, all the while, kind of just like, Sinatra, are you sure? What this opening scene sent to me, or made me feel like, was the fact that whether a real event was imminent or not, Sinatra was going to use those billions to alter it, no matter what it was. I think this was her opportunity to, in some way, get her son back. And if I need to create a disaster that'll ruin the world, I'll do that to bring my son. Tyra, opening shot, President Cal, what did you think of, the early days of the bunker and getting the breakdown to what we're in for?
I love President Cal. I love President Cal, and I love. He was like, can you break it down into the most layman's of the layman's terms possible, sweetness? Because I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I can be dumbfounded, and he gives like Brutus high school jock listen to the like cool like how did you become president beyond you just being likable, like are you smart, is there a brain in there? Of course I may look like this, but I'm actually peeping everything and I'm smarter than the average bear. Don't discount me just because I don't know all your fancy words, Sinatra. Actually, doom is always bound to happen, so we need to prep for that. Just like yeah, I have this all under control. This was always her plan. This was always her plan. Even if we were prepping for this, disaster, this was always going to be okay. I'm going to make sure this is a priority because when I get down there, I'm gonna get to my Dylan either way. So I think that's always been the thing. But it's like, who all were you willing to sacrifice or I don't want to say sacrifice because I'm like, and it's so hard for me to even just get into Sinatra because she doesn't that poor husband that just be in waiting, that husband and that daughter. And then I love how she speaks on that disconnect, like how could you just go on, like because you just can talk about, because lady, like we still have something to live for, we still have love here, there's still a marriage here, we still have a child still living and who requires things, but she's just been so obsessed with this loss. Any and everybody can get it and suffer if she gets what she wants. But in that aspect, whatever's been altered in the Dylan that you have now, whoever, this 20 something, this isn't the little Dylan that passed away. So you don't know what you're unleashing on yourself or the people. Meanwhile, I'm getting what I want and it's working. This was her plan from the moment that she touched down in this bunker.
It absolutely was. Absolutely. She's intent on bringing this son back. But the final countdown, because we're going to hear it. And I love how we're doing the song choice. I love how we get the original and then we get a cover later on in the episode. It just brings everything together. I really enjoy the musical direction thus far. But the final countdown, and I'm just dropping the first verse because I think this was the most important because then it put me in the space of something else. Because I said, are we even on Earth still? That's what I want to know. We're leaving together. But still, it's farewell. And maybe we'll come back to Earth. Who can tell? I guess there's no one to blame. We're leaving ground. Will things ever be the same again? It's the final countdown. The final countdown. It's the final countdown.
All right, Guitar Hero.
Do y'all feel anything from that? It feels like doom is imminent to me. I think between this and look, I was gonna call him Pastor Cal. President Cal, his prophetic word at the very end of the episode, I'm like, yeah, we're doomed. Imminent disaster is on the forefront, Tyra. But what do we're going to be changed. We're never going to be the same again. We're leaving together, but it's still farewell. And maybe we'll come back.
I think Dylan pulled up to be the undoing. Like, you don't know who you brought back here. She's just so focused on my son. This is an enemy. I don't even know, and I doubt that he has that connection that you're the one who brought me back and you're my mom and I was raised by these folks, this man, you did this thing, you stole these things, and now I'm back to get what's owed to me, blah, blah, blah. I even know about Alex, but everybody's going to suffer. Stuff could get blown to smithereens. Like, we don't know what all he has. The way that he is speaking, he's very confident. I'm getting in here. Well, yeah, we have defenses. We have what? Yeah, I'm getting in here. So, he may know and have access to things that she haven't even thought of because she's so focused and distracted with other things. I feel like he's going to be the undoing, and whoever she thought little Dylan was, this is not little Dylan anymore, and she's not thinking about that.
No, and he was the key. And it's crazy because so many things had to happen in a certain way for him to even be here. Billy Ho spared his life because the man said he's the key. Now, did the man Henry know at that time what the future held, and so knew that this was going to be the only soft spot Sinatra would have when she got all of this power and got to this place. I don't know. It leaves me confounded. I can't wait till we find out, Tyra. But alas, pack those pajamas. He tells this long story about these fancy pajamas that I got them, but really never had any place to wear them. I hope this is like those pajamas. She said it's not. This is going to happen, whether you like it or not, whether anybody likes it or not. And again, this just fully confirmed to me that she created whatever natural disaster to make this happen. Now, meanwhile, back on the other side of the world, back in Atlanta, that's my wife. He had to pull a couple jack moves, Tyra. I said, that's where the Secret Service training was. He said, you're not going to put me on the ground and my wife is 2 steps away from me. Unhand me. Get your hands off me. I enjoyed this. I'm never going to be mad at a Black man loving on a Black woman out loud in real life. Both melanated, both beautiful, both sun-kissed in the dust. Felt like a dream, Tyra, is what it felt like. But that's my wife. Unhand her. This is the reunion we've been waiting for, Tyra. Did it satisfy everything that you needed it to?
You're so excited, Ash. You're so excited about this show, and I love that for you. Oh gosh. Since I would say maybe midway through the season, I haven't been as excited for their reunion because I realized this wasn't the focus point of the show and what we should be focusing on. Oh, they're going to reunite and then we're going to get back to the dome. And we're going to get the kids. And that doesn't make for good TV. I feel like this is going to be very temporary. It feels like, well, at least we got it in this moment. I'm never going to be mad at. So when Sterling hopped on that plane and said, baby, I'm coming. Baby, I'm coming to find you. I heard you on the radio. Ain't nothing stopping me. Children of the Corn, white lady and her baby. I'm coming. I'm coming to get my wife. When we got there and I said, oh, now we can fight. all of the jack moves, as you said, all of the training came out. It's like, now look at here. I don't want to hurt nobody, but I shut all this down. I didn't came this close, and I didn't came all the way from Timbuktu to find my wife. Unhand me, scoundrels. It's like, oh, okay. Loved it. Loved the embrace. Loved the whole situation. I was kind of like, oh, okay. What you mean go get Bean? Now look at here. We got to be back here. Do you know you have 30 minutes? Don't miss the bus. Trying to get over here and get Bean. But I love this. I love that it was subtle and it wasn't like all these, like, it was emotional, but it was like, I missed your smell. I missed your hair. You look good. Oh, you look skinny. Like, oh, my husband, my wife. We love this. But how long are we going to get to be husband and wife before Alex gets pressed in the back and the doomsday button gets hit for us to have a restart or something? I don't know. I just feel like this is temporary.
It is. And I didn't get a proper reunion either. Golden said she wanted to see some dirty hunching. We didn't get dirty hunching, Tyra, on that in the dirt. We had to go debrief about the bunker first. Then we had to go on a mission because Gary is sending notes via Raven. I got Bean at the house. We having dinner. Come on home so you can see your son, ma'am. And I'm thinking to myself, this is easy. This is a kill mission. Kill shot. Get on that roof, Xavier, and go to work. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that at some point because now we're back in the bunker with Sinatra, aka Samantha, and her long-suffering husband. At this point, because I don't know how you do it, husband.
I don't know.
You're present for me. You're present for this household. You're raising our daughter as a single father. Because I just don't have it to do. I don't have it to give. Dylan would be 26 today. Dylan would be 26 today. So today is May 16th. All right. Well, ma'am, I live because I have to, because we do have a minor child that needs my support. Well, that's great for you. I'm so glad you've been able to do it because it's been beyond my control. It's been outside of my control. It's above my pay grade, sir. But yeah, I got to get ready for this summit. Could you iron my clothes? Could you make me breakfast? Could you be of use, husband? Tyra, talk to me.
Now, could you be of use, house husband? And I really hate this for the little moment that we got where they have their little meet cute. He seemed really self-assured and like somebody who would give her pushback for this kind of behavior. And I'm like, now look, I've given you time to grieve. We both lost a son, but it's been up 10 years at this point, and we're down here and we have another baby to think of. Pull yourself together. Get ready to help me around this house. and give me some of them cakes, ma'am. It's like, no, it's nothing. It's so loveless and it's so dry, and he's just there. I'm like, does he have a job? does he have something to do down here? It's like he's just waiting around, and it's just okay. I'm like, this is some deep, deep love, because Sinatra is very, very cold, and this whole situation of the way we were, and this, well, why can't we be like this all the time and pick out these clothes? Well, she finds a way. There's always a way to bring Dylan back into the fold so she can remind someone why she has to be so sad and stagnant in this relationship. It's like, well, we could be like this all the time if you just, we ain't been, Dylan would have been 20. Girl, don't bring that up. Don't bring Dylan up right now. But of course, this had to be brought up. So when it happened and it was mentioned later in the episode, they made it clear here. Then we get to the daughter. Well, the password is Dylan's birthday. Oh, well, when was your birthday? I said, we got it, writers. We got it. We got it. But Sinatra's sick. I just wish that she could be stopped, and he would be the person closest to her to make that happen. But he's just a house husband at this point. It's very disappointing.
It is. I wanted more from him in the relationship, but I think she became a megalomaniac, right? As soon as the happenings happened, it was like everyone is looking to her. So now not only do I have the billions, right? I also have this power unchecked, really, because she's making all the moves. Now we get over here to Gabby, who we know how Gabby's. Gabby, look, extended Negro side, because Gabby, what the hell? Why would you show that lady your hand? Because now you're on her hit list. You're on Crazy's hit list. Listen, Gabby's fear is alive and well. She's waking up. She's running when nobody's chasing her, Tyra. She's looking out the window and nobody's there, although I think she's been there. Don't get me wrong. Jane been all up and through your house, honey. She been in that shower. She been outside. When she steps outside, they called a meeting. I'm aware. Can I give you a ride? No, I'll walk. Well, if you need me, I know where you are. I said, Jane is the craziest android we've met thus far. And Gabby's fear now is actually realized. I had no clue where we were going to go with it. And of course, I have a slide for that later on. But what did you think of this? Is she having premonitions? Is she having ideas? Now she's doing her own research. Because really, who is Alex? Who is she, Tyra? What did you think of this?
Not Gabby and her full-blown nightmares. Gabby annoys my soul. Like, when she ran in there and did that face-off, well, you're on my radar and I'm coming for you and I'm coming for Sinatra. You're going to have to come through me first. Like, and then you went over there and wrote, who's Alex in your journal, in your note. What do you know, Gabby? You did all of this showboating and you know nothing. You have access to nothing. You've traced nothing to nothing. You have no answers. You have no one in the position to protect you. You can't fight. Like, there's nothing. And you went and got in her face for what? Like, I just couldn't believe that. I thought she had more clues coming, or maybe she had untapped, or so it was like, oh, we're going to bring it all home next episode, and Gabby's going to tell us what she knows. Gabby knows absolutely nothing. And you went and put yourself on Jane's radar for what? I don't know. But yeah, Jane, I'm going to wait till we get over there. Jane was definitely watching her. Jane was there to let her know, I'm here. I could take you out at any second, trying to instill that fear. I mean, I guess Gabby showed her what it was worth, but I need Gabby to be more essential. I just knew with that mindset of I assisted and really handled setting up everything down here. I cherry picked every single person that got to come, and yet you know nothing. You really know nothing? I thought she was playing dumb this whole time. I was like, they're going to flip it. And Gabby's gonna, Gabby literally knows nothing. And it's sad at this point. At this point, all we can do is maybe wait and wait for an interaction between Gabby and Xavier and his wife to go hop on who this woman. I needed her to do more than that.
So here's the thing. We've seen Gabby be smart at times. Gabby saved Xavier initially last season, right? Because answer this way. You better say no. Say yeah. Say yeah. Say you wanted. Say you threatened them. Yep, we need that. Because that's the way I'm going to be able to get you out of that. And again, she's hand selected everyone who's there. So we know that she's got some level of of genius, I'll say, right? Because that's a lot. What I was really hoping for, like you, was some level of intuition very early on with this, like season one. Like, okay, not I needed her to go down to Miss Nicole Robinson down in the jailhouse and get some intel because you know nothing. I thought your superpower was your ability to read people and read situations. I too was hoping that there was more on that little notepad than who's Alex, baby. And then you still move so wildly, and we'll get to it. So now we have Presley and what's the girl's name? Hadley and Presley and Hadley.
They don't give up personality. I don't know.
Popsy and Bopsy twins, right? They're besties now, and now they want to break into the database and really see where Jeremy is, because Jeremy's supposed to meet me and he didn't there, and it's like he wanted to get locked up. Where do they have my baby? Because my boyfriend's over here, your mama's crazy, and we need to get back to it. And Hadley's like, listen, I got the key, because you know my mama and a dead brother. The password is the same for everything. It's May 16th. It's May 16th, Tyra. So we're going to log in and we're going to see what we need to do, basically to get in trouble and be somewhere we have no business being when all hell breaks loose. What do you think of this uneasy alliance, this, well, instant besties? I won't call it uneasy because they've settled into it. This is their best good friend at this point.
I thought it was too easy in how they just settled into it. I thought it was too easy how she just instantly had access to everything and knew what it, well, you know, I'm sort of a computer whiz, you know. I've kind of, well, of course I know the password. Ding, we're in. Let's go on down to the elevator to the ground floor. We can get access to that. Whoop, whoop, boop. Now our watches are assigned. I was like, well, damn. We should have tapped her on the shoulder first season at this point, since you got your degree, you know everything. It was just very simplistic in that way. I was like, well, they said we need to get to a certain point and we need these two to be in a certain place, so we're just gonna get there. I don't be caring nothing about this. I'd be like, where's your brother? You got one job down here. Presley, you have one job down here. Protect your brother. We ain't seen that baby since he ripped up that note. I'd be really worried about him. I'd be worried about that child. We don't get to see him. I said, did he get fired? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Why he not getting any screen time? This is just, I don't know how many times at this point that Presley is in the wrong place at the wrong time, and then everybody else has to kind of surround these two at this point, because you're going to need a saving. Like, now we got to come get you.
Greta, I don't know where that lady is. I don't know where Cal's ex-wife is. I have no clue where that lady is. I don't know.
He's gone. The dad's gone. They're all just gone. Because remember, the dad was like super essential. First, it was like he knew some things, and he was like at the helm of all of this, and in like a corporate way. He had some hidden state secrets down there. The dad is just gone. The ex-wife or the wife is gone.
Right? He had the Alzheimer's, didn't he, or the dementia, early onset, and so he was kind of losing it. But he was in the house with Jeremy because he thought Jeremy was his son, and we have that whole emotional moment season one. But what I really want to know from here, what's the significance of May 16th? Well, first of all, it's the day before my birthday. All right. We know also in the show, it's Dylan's birthday. So that means that it's May 16th on the show as well. So I went down and went into the archives of history a little bit. And this is just an FYI for your information, for your knowledge, if you will. If Paradise has a historical cousin on May 16th, it's a mix of the 1961 South Korean coup and the 1960 U2 fallout, a power grab wrapped in necessity with surveillance, secrets, and public trust collapsing in real time. So we have a situation in South Korea where the people want to take over. So it's a secret coup. They want to overthrow the government. And then with the U2 fallout, I believe that was some sort of secret spy mission where they were surveilling all of the people. People got wind of it, and it was a whole entire thing. I just wanted to throw that out there. It may or may not mean anything, but we're leaving no stone uncovered. All right? Because we're going down here. Now, we're down in the jailhouse. All right? And they're still pushing. I don't know how you're a revolutionary hero and an angsty teen all in one, but I'm really over it. I need baby Jeremy to get his life together, and your daddy and your mama wasn't together. You like chocolate just like your daddy liked chocolate. Let's be serious and let's ease on away from this. Listen, Nicole feels indebted, because I owe your daddy something. He gave me that good ding-a-ling. Listen, in the White House quarters. And I played on his top the night he died. So I need to make this right. I need to look out for his child. So I'm here because you're a sloppy ass kid. because your dad was obsessed with you. He loved you. He talked about you every day. Well, funny thing is, my dad never mentioned you, ho. You were his concubine. There were plenty of you. You were not the only one. And you were, because he called her a side piece first, right? So still this uneasy thing, but I'm gonna stick beside you as the good woman. Because I loved your dad, even though you just really disrespected me in my face. Because funny, my dad never told me about you. Tyra, talk to me about this dynamic. And why does Jeremy have to be an angsty teen revolutionary? Like what?
They don't know what to do with him. Like this is the side plot that I really just be like, I have a thing about children, but still, between Presley and this one, I could just do without it. Nobody has the right to be mad at either one at this point. Like I thought after we got our angstiness out and our little side comments and side chick remarks, going into this episode, we would understand what it is, because you could have got caught and knocked upside your head. But I came in and I saved you and let the mission commence. No, we would still have time to be angsty. I was like, if you don't come on. He was like, well, it's funny. My father never mentioned you. And if he didn't, you don't have the right to be in your feelings about it, side chick. Now look, regardless of whatever you thought it was behind closed doors, that's over. I can't even say that man is gone, never to be seen again. We don't know what's going to happen. But that's just what it was. Like, we literally don't have time for this. We do not have time for this. I'm not going to say y'all need each other. We don't need little angst for too much of anything. You're not, essential personnel. But I feel obligated because I was smashing your daddy. Like, girl, please, the way I would go take a nap. I don't have time for the disrespect, but I think it's just a bit much in the scenario, especially when I thought that it was over last episode, and I've been waiting for this teen to step into some semblance of like just not so much manhood, because he still, is young, but for what you're trying to do and you want to be part-time revolutionary, I want to be able to believe it. When you reside in a space of teen angst, it's hard for me to sell that you're trying to save the dome and free the people and give people a choice. Are you? Is that your focus? I don't know.
Viva la revolucion. Yeah, that's what dampens it for me. Otherwise, I think it would be cool, right? Because his father, he's going on this great mission that his father left him with, this assignment. If you don't like it, change it. I'm doing this in honor of my dad. But then you're hung up on this piece. And people are complex, Tyra, and they're nuanced. The situations.
But you need her. You can't fight.
You can't. So now we're here at the meeting with the people, right? With the leaders of the underground. And Jane volunteers as tribute. I volunteer as tribute. I'll go, right? Okay, Mockingjay. All right. And so immediately Gabriella is like, listen, I don't think that's a good idea. No, Jane, I think you need to sit this one out. And Sinatra says, you know what? Yeah, I agree, Jane. Sit this one out. Why? Because the people know you. They already know your face. They already know your name. It'll just be quieter if we just, let this go. Yeah, Jane, you're dismissed. You're too valuable. I'll find some other uses for you later. If Jane you weren't on Jane's hit list before, Gabriella, you're on her list now. Why are you even talking in the meeting, Gabby? Just sit down in the cut and take notes, because at this point, you're making yourself prime target number one. Tyra, what did you think about this meeting, with the people believing that this is really a democracy and not just Sinatra running it all? Talk to me about this and Jane's dismissal, because Jane, we don't need you for this assignment.
I don't need another dull boardroom. It's not even a meeting. This is the most maybe I've heard from these people who are constantly at this round table. They just all feel really, really useless. And you can tell, because when the tough gets going and Sinatra or somebody's not at the helm, we panic and what do we do? It's just they get imbecile, so I can't give them a lot of time. I need Gabby to have more in her tuck than playing favorites with Sinatra. Like, I still can get her to make decisions and side with me. Look at here, Gabby. I need some more. I need some more from Gabby. That would be nice, but she felt like she did something here. I'm more so focused on Sinatra and the themes of, myself as Gabby, I really feel like I could be next. I'm on her hit list. She could take me out at any moment. Are you listening to me? She's dangerous, Sinatra. Well, no, she's really not. She literally can't move without my command. I was like, okay, look here. If she just gone, come on with the robot. Come on with the cyborg. Come on with this farm, because they was very, oh, we're training Jane at the farm. We didn't spend all that time last episode all on Jane for no reason, just for her to be cease to be known anymore from being deaded in this episode. I think that there are several Janes. I think that there are several Janes, or we could easily reboot a Jane. But the what she says, like, oh, you did a good job, Jane, or thank you. I think that triggers or sets off something in Jane's mind for her to kind of cease. My thing is, if Jane is solely acting off of Sinatra's command, did you send Jane over there all about Gabby? Because you're getting too close and you're asking too many questions. I'm gonna send her over, because it just feels like Jane is acting on command. I don't think she's acting on her own omission any of the time. I think she's all, robotic, and it has to be through Sinatra. So you want to get rid of me. It's not really just Jane. I don't think so.
Yeah, she's programmed. She's a cyborg.
Mhm.
She's a synth. She's an android. I fully believe that she's programmed, and I don't think she's dead. I honestly think that glitch out that we saw in the shower was like the twitching malfunction of our robot entity that's going to rise up and go and repair herself, self-heal, and we're going to see her in the finale. But you've already kind of covered this. A word, please. Gabriella, goes into the office like an idiot. So now you're not just going to hide anything, Sinatra, because what happened to Baines? Well, she doesn't do anything without my orders because I'm that girl. All right. I think this is dangerous. And not only let me add insult to injury on top of everything I've just exposed that I know about you, Sinatra. Who's Alex? Because let's go on and don't you ever mention that name to me. Don't say her name. Don't say her name, damn it. And now, Gabby's on her mission with her searching for all of the Alexes and their lookup numbers in the
Well, I mean, this is what I feel like Gabby said, no, I'm sick of being silent. Okay. I'm going to keep asking questions. I need to know who Alex is. And since she was just foraging ahead, was this like to go ahead? Like, oh, okay, she won't get back into her place. Go take her out, Jane. Like, was that the go? Like, because I think she had to send her there, right?
Yeah. Or unless I mean, Jane is programmed by somebody who knew the future in the past, right? And so is it Circuit City? Is it someone else that was contacting Circuit City before? She has been on assignment since the day that she was born. We knew what she was going to do, who she was going to connect with. Is it something at the farm that was enrolled? Is she, damn it, a clone at this point? Are there multiple?
There has to be multiples. Why would we say it's a farm? Is it if it weren't other Janes? I think it has to be other Janes. Or James, or if you want, I
don't know. It's giving very Orphan Black if we go over there in those streets with all the clones and they raised on a farm. All the boys were Jack and all the girls are. I don't like that. Eve and Adam. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Now we're back over in Atlanta and immediately take the shot, Xavier. What are we waiting for? Take the damn shot. No, baby, let me go talk. Baby, let me just go talk to him. Let me go reason with him. I'll secure Bean and all the things, and then we can just get out of here, honey. But no, don't take the shot. Well, honey, if I see the shot, my dear, I fear I'm gonna take the shot. All right. I'm gonna go over there, Tyra. I don't know if you have much to say about that because I do have another slide for Terry. I was trying to go in order of the episode, but would you have taken out Gary right here and now?
Hell yeah.
Like just let's shoot him back.
We don't have time. We literally do not have time for this. Like I would just take him out on GP because Crazy never sleeps. Like I don't have time to be waiting for the looming idea that he might try to creep back up because I'm coming for my Terry. We gotta take you out. That's what she's like. Oh, you're just killing people now. That's new. Yes, girl, because we done been through some things. This is not that. He does not need to come back and roll up on me. He tried to kill me already. Okay? And we see what he's willing to do to keep you into his good graces in the fold and come on back home. She said, come on home, Charlene. Can you come? You've been gone long enough. Come on home, Charlene. And it's like, I'm gonna go talk. I was like, girl, fine, Terry. We want to be a good Samaritan and go talk to try to save lives. Go ahead. But I wouldn't be talking about nothing.
I wouldn't either. We ain't got nothing to talk about. We ain't got nothing to talk about. You tried to take my husband out. Anyway, let's get on over here. Not you can't kill Crazy. Jane is still, she's yet alive. I believe that too. And so finally, we get the introduction because after all of that, I get my apple pie. All right, since it's my birthday, I get my apple pie and I get to sit down with Sinatra. And here we get a Star Wars reference because there's Luke and Vader, and you're Vader because your hair is short, you look dusty, your hair was uneven at that, you got freckles, and I don't like you. Plus, on top of all of that, you're evil. So you're Darth Vader, and I'm Luke, here to save the world. You're using the dark side, everything. I'm not going to let you ruin anything here, buddy. Okay. I'm not, you're not taking anything. He basically says, and I have a slide for another one. I need a reactor and I need Alex, right? I need both of those things. And she says, I'm not going to let you come in here and take anything from me and what I built on my back. He said, you built nothing. You stole, you lied, you cheated, you and your raggedy friends. And I'm not going to stop until I destroy you and everybody else who had something to do with it. I'm ready to restart the world. Tyra, talk to me about the interaction and exchange. What did it feel like? Because I'll say, for me, Link went from this kind, compassionate, loving, caring guy that we met with Annie, right? Which we always kind of knew he had a dark side, but this is kind of full on villain mode. He's not playing with her. He played with Jane a little bit. It was always giving flirtatious, kind of funny, whatever. With Sinatra, he's like, I'm not giving it to you, ho. So what I want to know from you, does he know who Sinatra is potentially to him? Does he knows enough about her? He knows enough about the bunker to know who she is, to know who Cal was, to know who Baines is. But does he really know why she's asking him all these questions?
I want him to. I want him to know and still be diabolical, just so he can hurt her feelings. I really want that. I feel like that would be really interesting because she's so stuck and residing in a space of little Dylan. You don't know this Dylan, where he's been, what he's come from, the loss. And I was waiting for villain era ever since we met him, and he was over there being kind of aloof with the information he was willing to share in his history. It was always very vague when we met him, and well, I can't tell you much about me. I used to work here and I was very smart and I had a sister. That's all he said. So I think he knows. I think he knows everything. I think he knows everything, and he said and did what he did at that moment just so she can have pause. First of all, before you do anything, you make sure you get a whole damn pie for you and your friends. I did not like the Star Wars reference. I thought it was so on the nose. I was like, oh my gosh, we get it. We really get it. I appreciated the sentiments that went along with the pie, though. Like, girl, I wasn't just out here asking for a little piece of pie because I'm hungry. I was really getting into your resources and what you have back there. Yeah. But since we're here, I can really talk about what I want. I can really talk about what I want. I want a reactor. I want Alex. I want this. Just like, oh, well, you're not getting that. But if we were all ready to buckle down and get up these defenses, how much are we willing to do now at the aspect, oh my God, it's Dylan. No, this is not Dylan. This is someone else. And he's going to take you and your folks out to just get in here and get what he wants and get access to it. But I think she's going to, well, once I talk to him and he knows who I am and I'm mom and this is what I did, it's going to all be different. Is it? And who's to say he doesn't already know who you are? He knows everything else. Why would that little piece of information be omitted?
Said, why would that be different? So as cheesy as it is, I did a little bit of slide for Star Wars because just important to know what the light side represents and what the dark side represents, right? So the light side, Ashla, associated with calmness, peace, compassion, selflessness. Jedi use this side to gain knowledge and defense, right? The dark side, Bogan, fueled by intense emotions such as anger, fear, jealousy, hatred. It offers a quicker, more aggressive path to power. I'm just saying, y'all
send Ashley some stacks. She was out here working hard. Okay, send her some racks, please, because Ashley.
Just throwing that out there. Easing on down the road, back in Atlanta, Terry and Gary having their conversation.
Picture Ashley. What is this picture?
And yes, my husband is still alive. It's not my finest moment, Terry. You're just the best of me. These were the best. She's like, these were hellish years that we made okay. All right. This was never the paradise. This was never the plan. It was never any of those things. But Terry, I loved you. Do you think I was going to hurt Bean? would never hurt Bean. Boy, you killed Ennis. I didn't mean to. I was in a hard situation, Tyra. I was in a tough situation and I just reacted. It was taking everything. It's taking everything from me, man. I'm just too nice.
Actually, no.
Nice.
Not your admin. Please, ma'am.
But anyway, so we're over here and she's talking him down off the edge. I immediately knew as soon as she walked out the building was going to blow up. I just said, oh, okay. He said, make sure Bean remembers me. I said, oh, we're going to see fanfare. We're going to see fireworks. He's going to eliminate. He's going to do something reckless in the final hour. And it was very anticlimactic for me. But Tyra, talk to me about this conversation and her talking him down and this hug, because my husband's out there and he will kill you. All right. So act like you got some sense, Gary. Act like you got some sense. I'm taking Bean and we're leaving. All right. This is goodbye. I know you were a good man once upon a time, but that's gone now. My husband's here. Do you understand? Gary said, fine. Make sure he remembers me. Make sure he knows my name.
Girl.
Tyra?
Terry, look at here. I was already annoyed we had to go rescue our adoptee white children on separate events. It's like, look at here. Hurry up. This lady said the train is moving. Okay? Hurry up and make sure you're back here on time or you will get left. And they walking, cruising through the park, kikiing about what? She with the president, he white, what? Like, what are y'all doing? Post haste. Post haste. Y'all reminiscing. Okay, fine. We get here. I was like, maybe Bean already ran out. What are the pleasantries for? I'm like, if you care enough to stop and do all of this with Gary, at this point, bring him with you. Bring him with you.
No.
So when she swiped around and got him, like, no, don't shoot him, Xavier. I'm gonna shield you with my body because I care so much. What we had, was real, and I love you, and you're my friend. But my husband's back. Yeah, he's like, oh, he ain't died. No, Gary, he's still alive. He's still alive, and we're gonna leave now, okay? I mean, I appreciated it, I guess, just to see how broken Gary's psyche was, but I felt like we got the gist of that already, and we knew it. I thought that we were working our way up to something. I thought he was either going to make just some type of bold move on Terry once she left the building, and it would look like he was maybe trying to make an attempt on her life, or maybe draw a gun that didn't have any bullets in it, something. Yeah. And make Xavier take that kill shot. Or like you said, maybe he could just blow up the building and maybe self-eliminate. It was just like, bye. I was like, that's it. That's it. Well, what is all of this, Coco? All this remember me. Well, what was that? To make sure he remembers that he was a good man, Savannah, until he, killed his bestie. But other than that, he was a good man, Savannah. It's just this strong sense of loneliness, and you do feel sorry in a sense, but Gary, you did some things, okay? And I didn't feel like we needed to stay here as long as we did for us to be on a time crunch. I really thought that they weren't going to make it, and we were going to try to have to make a way and try to figure out how we were going to get there because you were so busy making time, trying to have soft moments to share with Gary. And I was like, if it's this, and you're having such strong feelings about it, take him with you.
Tyra said, horse make tracks. We got to get out of here. Not post haste. That lady said, y'all got 30 minutes. We're out of here. Do you know you have 30 minutes? You have 30 minutes. We're out of here. And they were just moving at a very glacial pace because now we also got to go pick up another white baby. This is not over. And Bean trying to play on the swing set. I said, Bean, if you don't bring that.
Xavier said, hey, boy. Hey, come on. Oh, okay. We had time.
Thank you so much for the $4.99 super sticker. Not the belly laughing out loud. Listen, I just so what do you really want? We kind of already talked about this one. I want a reactor and I want Alex. I want her. How is Alex? How is she, by the way? You'll never get Alex. You'll never get Alex. So now we're back down in the underground and it's time to blow this ish up because now we're all on one accord. We're going to blow it up and the little creator inventor is going to go, on his merry way to start the things. But now I just want to let you know something, son. And maybe this will pull you out of your angsty teenness. Your daddy you're nothing like your father. Your father would have never said anything to intentionally hurt a woman, to hurt me. So yeah, you'll never add up. You'll never measure up. I said, girl, what is this for? So this is the thing with this moment. I'm like, this is serious. We're doing our revolutionary work. I'm ready to get all into it. I don't want melodrama in this moment. I want us to get to work. I want to see things blow up. I want to see people starting to pass out because the oxygen is corrupt. I want to see the doors fly open, Tyra. That's what I'm looking for in this moment. I'm not looking for, you're nothing like your father. But talk to me. Were you excited? Was there an anticipatory feeling that came over you when we're down there and we're
No, because they pissed on it with that conversation. I was like, aren't there bigger things at play here? Different thing. You heard that there is life outside. There is a way out of here. You can breathe out. You about to leave the silo, honey. You know? It just seems like this would just trump your personal feelings for you to like, well, yeah, now I got to get back and say something even more terrible because it's like the writers have her working double overtime to prove that she's more than a side chick. I don't have time for that. we don't have time for that. Like, let's just get to the get it. Well, yeah, you're nothing like your father. If that's what you're trying to accomplish here. Ha, girl, ma'am. Are the adults in the room like, can you come on? We don't have time for your personal feelings. I expect that type of behavior from this angsty teen, but black lady, please, please, all of this, baby. Are we going to be able to breathe in a minute? Like, what's up? Because we're overriding and crossing that with overriding something else because we want to shut it down. What's about to happen to the oxygen levels?
I don't know. We'll get to it. I don't know, girl. I don't know. It's looking mighty bad. I don't know. But now it's finally time to say goodbye. I fear we've reached an impasse, were the words of Sinatra in this moment. But Link, I am your mother. Right? Luke, I am your father. Link, I am your mother. Get it? Like, I thought it was. Anyway, we've got matching nosebleeds. Hold on. I have buttons, y'all, and I always forget to. I found it. Anyway, we have matching nosebleeds and all, right? So we are officially mother and son, but I fear we've reached an impasse. We're not getting anywhere over here. And he says, yeah, and it's over. It's over for you guys. And I'm thinking, what do you have out there? Do you have an atom bomb? Like the man said at the beginning of the episode, nothing can destroy the bunker. There's nothing on God's green earth that can do it. And of course, in a minute, we'll get into Pastor Cal's prophetic word. Yes, I'm calling him Pastor Cal because he was preaching in the end. But what's your birthday? When I hear you say, Dylan, come on, she not worth it. It's not worth it right now. Dylan, when were you born? How old are you? 26? Oh God, when's your birthday? Why are you asking me that? Like, I get it, right? Like, but May 16th, Link, I'm your mother. Forget the blood. Forget the blood. It happens. It happens all the time. Tyra, was this revelationary for you? Did you feel something? Because I felt something.
We knew this already. We knew this. We knew this. What I was worried about, I was thinking like, are we in two different timelines? Is Bean Link? Is this baby somehow Link? Like who's? But we already knew that Dylan was Link. We already knew that. I'm trying to more so figure out, was this his ace in the hole? Because it really don't look like you have a whole brigade out there to just really take down. Because I'm getting in there. Like was this your way to kind of have her let her guard down and maybe have second thoughts about retaliating or really using all of her forces because that's my son out there? Because it says a whole lot that we got right to the door. We ain't heard nobody call you Dylan this entire time. And we get, hey, Dylan, come on, man. Oh my God, now this changes everything. Was this to have her have a reaction or do something that you wanted her to do because now you know that I'm your son? Because what do you have out there that's gonna give you access? Do you have a magical button? Do you know something that we don't? Because as far as like defenses, you're not really getting in here with that in the little people that you have out there. I think this was to manipulate her to kind of gain something in his favor that we don't know about yet. Because it was just too like, what do you mean? Like, what? My name's Dylan. Yeah, my name's Dylan. Yeah, my birthday's May 16th. Oh my God, well, this changes everything. Let me go home and give my husband some after 20 years. Ma'am, please.
Because immediately after, Immediately after, it worked. It worked. And I think, I mean, we know for, not for nothing, we know that Link had a part in either developing or was somehow aware of whatever Alex is, whatever the secret project is now, and that he would be the key to the future. He would be the savior. Billy Ho, you can't kill him if you ever want to hope of anything happening after the bunker. So, it's just this matter of how much information does he know? How much of the future does he know? If this isn't actually a simulation or something else, because I actually have another thought as we get later. But it worked, husband. It worked, husband. So you get coochie now. All right. I'm satisfied. I think Dylan's satisfied. So I want to satisfy you, buddy. Let me climb on top of it. Right on this couch. I'm not going to take a shower. That's how much, even after being out there exposed to the elements and what I told everybody was toxic as hell, going over there. And I just feel good. Everything worked. The plan worked. So I want to know from you, is he privy to whatever her plan is? Like, is he her confidant to where she tells him everything? Does Sinatra confide in her husband this way? Because he even asked, he's like, what worked? She's like, it worked. Whatever that means.
House husband, he don't know nothing. he don't know anything. He's just been waiting, counting the days to coochie. Is this the day that she gives me some? Is this the day that we lay in our marital bed again? Is this the day that she comes in nice? Is this the day that she comes in and it's not all hours of the night and she even acknowledges me or her daughter? Like, is she gonna hold my hand this afternoon? This man has just been waiting around for breadcrumbs, and he gives that he would rather her move on and realize what she has left here than maybe be fixated on bringing Dylan back. I think she just said it just out of habit, like, oh my God, it worked. It's more so focusing on, like, what was the it? What did you do exactly to make this happen? And she said it worked, like, oh, this is exactly what I wanted to happen. But does this mean that you can just press a secret doomsday button and, oh, this isn't the Dylan that I wanted? Oh, he's come. Oh, let me just try it again. Oh no, this isn't how I wanted this day to go. Let me just try it again. Like, I mean, it really just feels like some hopes are resting on something, but also it feels like there's a limited resource because you're siphoning and saving all this energy for Alex and, whatever that is. It doesn't seem like something that she could just use over and over again. So if it worked, I feel like this is her one and maybe only chance to maybe get whatever idea she feels like she's getting back. Because I'm like, Dylan's 26 years old, ma'am. Can you please?
I mean, I don't know. It's very interesting because is this the iteration of a Dylan that would even receive or accept her, right? So you're doing all of this, but we'll get into it because I've got further thoughts because now we get into the prophecy of Pastor Cal, right? Because pride comes before a fall. This is what they said on the Titanic. No one can take this whatever down. And we all see what happened with the Titanic. What about the Bulls? He said the Bulls 6 back to back, whatever the thing was, y'all. I don't know the stats for the Bulls, but since 1998, haven't won another one. The mighty do fall. He talked about the Roman Empire. What's your Roman Empire, Tyra? Like, we went all down there. We even went to the Battle of Helm's Deep. All right. He said, listen, people who get too cocky, he talked about the Mayans, Apocalypto, Tyra. He went all the way down through there. He said, listen, it's
so you want to watch it. Cool. Got you.
No. When you get this much arrogance and this much hubris around your creation, it always topples, whether that's a society, whether that's a team, whether that's an invention, whether that's a mode of transportation. When you take that thing that nothing can bring this down, it's almost a challenge. What I found interesting, though, is when we flash back in this moment and the creator of the bunker, the paradise, is breaking down this control room, he says full automation. We said a couple of reviews ago that Alex, aka Alexa, is AI, right? And so there is this idea that Alexa is actually the paradise. She's the brain of it. So I want to know from you, Tyra, and we also, of course, get into some Tolkien here with the army, the orc army, the Battle of Helm's Deep, and just to give a little bit of background, because I put that there too, the Battle of Helm's Deep, also called the Battle of Hornburg, is a fictional battle in the Lord of the Rings that saw the total destruction of the forces of Saruman by the army of Rohan, assisted by the forest tree horns, right? And Saruman was the evilest. That's who created the rings and did all the things. So they won the battle. And she says that we're like Helm's Deep. We will win. But I think it might be the opposite. So talk to me about this prophetic word, Tyra. Is it going to be true? Is this really the final countdown? Is everything over from here? Or does that just mean things will change, but it's not imminent destruction?
Actually, you had some vitamins today. You had some vitamins and you had your IV water.
I ran out of liquid IV water. Somebody put something on my liquid IV water so I can be as hyped for all the videos. Go ahead.
I love it. I love Pastor Cal because he's Pastor Cal now. He said, I've been reading for such an occasion, okay? I read some books. I've been to Barnes and Noble just for this. So did you know that doom is imminent? It's always going to fall. It's not going to be the inner workings here or something being at a loss that takes us down. It's more so going to be mankind. Something's going to pop up. Like, don't get too cocky. You can't Ayanna Van Zant your way out of this. She said, not on my watch. I said, ma'am, all the hubris that you have in this pride, I'm going to just avoid all of that because I'm different. I'm better. I'm smarter. No, you're not, Kanye West. I feel like it's going to be really funny if Dylan is her undoing.
That'd be great.
If that's the downfall, because you've done all of this just to get him back. I feel like the final countdown, I feel like things are going to change and it's just going to be like a do-over or just like a start of something different. The end, I don't think it's the end. It's maybe the end of life as we know it right here, but I think it's just going to be a restart.
I like that. I think change is imminent, right? I mean, going back to the lyrics of the song, it's like, this is goodbye, but we're together. Like, I don't know, Tyra. I'm going down here with these people. I'm going over here. We're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out when they tell us what it is. So now we get to the happenings. Gabriella, somebody put a battery in her back too, because I didn't know she had it in her. I said, oh, not a setup. Not you steamed up the shower and lied in wait. I was here for it. I said, because you haven't been that smart up until now, sister. This is what we needed done, because Jane was in there to take you out in the shower in the most horrific of psycho ways. And you came from behind with the blade. That was like prison shank worthy, Tyra. And she fell in the shower like they do a lot of times in prison when they get shanked. I was here for seeing Jane die, even though I don't think it's real, even though I think she's going to reboot, even though I think that she is going to have this moment. I'm really, really, I liked the death. It gave me satisfaction because she killed Billy Ho and she ain't had that to do, as you say, Tyra. Talk to me about the glitchiest death ever. And then it was like she tweaked a little bit when she was laying there. And were you proud of Gabriella in this moment?
I would never be proud of Gabby. I would never be proud of Gabby. I expected more out of Jane because she's so tactical and smart when it's convenient. And it's just like, just because it's Gabby, we need this to work in her favor. Like, yeah, you thought I was in the shower, but I'm not. I don't know. The Jane that we've met thus far doesn't seem like she would fall for the banana in the tailpipe, but we did, and we got the upper hand to shank her. I was really hoping that we would glitch in a way or show some symptoms for at least Gabby's simple brain to go, oh my God, that isn't human-like behavior. Jane isn't normal. Like, I thought it would peak something. I feel like it was just enough to still look like a human-esque death. And like, oh, she's really gone. I've seen so many pop-ups of like, oh, finally, we never liked Jane. She's finally dead. And I was like, Jane is not gone. We don't spin and give Jane the display that we gave in the backstory last episode to just get here and dead her instantly. No, this Jane right now, we're going to regroup, reboot, or go to the farm and get another one. Whatever's happening here, Jane isn't dead. Like, but I don't think Gabby seen enough here to go like, oh, okay, she's not human. She's going to really think she did something here. So when she sees Jane again, it's going to be like, well, I know you lying.
Yeah, that's what I think. They probably have an incubator or like a matrix type tube that they've got the people in or whatever. It's very odd. And yeah, but that kind of begs the question, North. You said Geiger called out Link a couple times, and when he didn't respond, he called him Dylan. But then that kind of begs the question, did that event have to happen? Because Sinatra had to know what it was. You have to think about it, I guess, if this is a time travel instance, if we're on our Skynet, Sarah Connor vibe or whatever, then we have to know that certain things are being orchestrated a certain way because someone has a foreknowledge of what's going to happen or what needs to happen in order for the trajectory of the future to change, right? So I think it's interesting whether it was happenstance or by mistake. Everything to me seems intentional.
Leah said they gave Billy an episode too, though, but Billy very much so gave human. That's what I said. I said what we're not going to do is do all this with Jane and then give her just the most human like death and like, oh, it was just a regular human being this entire time and she just gave off. Like, no, Jane is not a real person. You're not real, man. Well, I'm not doing that. Jane better come back. This was not a human death. Please don't be. If we come back and Jane is just dead and buried, or maybe it's a little rope-a-dope to
a person, that would not surprise me at all. And I would never compare her to Billy Ho. Billy Ho's totally different. He's an uncle. That's a good black man. Listen, Billy Ho coming back. But now we have everything all at once because in Sinatra's coochie delivering service, she didn't miss the meeting because the people are coming in. They need to take action because danger is imminent, right? And at the same time, we're downstairs and the creator of the bunker is setting off the things because we done messed up the air in the paradise. And so simultaneously, we're getting it. They're trying to do a complete lockdown and we already have system failure over here. And so now we have two competing events. So are they going to be locked in with toxic air and fumes, Tyra, unable to breathe? Is everybody in the paradise going to die? Because we know Sinatra following the yellow brick road out to freedom and everybody else was stuck in here. Are they goners? Tyra, talk to me about everything happening all at once.
I've been looking at conversations and I thought about it for 1 second. I was like, Sinatra does not give, I'm doing this for the betterment of mankind. Her behavior has always been selfish. So it's like, well, regardless of what's happening here, once I do what I've been planning to do this entire time with Alex, it's going to be for the greater good of everyone. Like, it doesn't matter that the walls are closing in, we're losing oxygen. If we are, is here, is toxic. We've shut down while at the same time simultaneously doing this. The people are not going to be okay. Maybe we'll get to the point where something happens to where we have no choice to be outside. Whatever it is, she don't give a damn. She don't really care what's happening here. That's why she wasn't present. And we didn't even go to check in to say or give them people at their round table need all the reassurance and guidance in the world. Mm-hmm. No, I'm going to go straight down and say hi to Alex because whatever's happening upstairs is really inconsequential. I feel like none of this matters. I feel like it matters.
Now, while all this is happening and the final countdown is playing in the background, Xavier's glitching and bleeding now. I said, is he a hologram? What is happening? I was like, he went transparent at one point. And I was like, what? And then we get the nosebleed. We have our two white babies, Tyra. We're just trying to get back to the bunker to get our other children, right? And the son might be a goner at this point. I think the Hadley and Presley are fine because they were in the elevator going to the underground, and I don't think they're on the same air supply. Like, I think they're fine. But the son might be a goner. But meanwhile, is he even going to be whole when we get there? Again, not to go Back to the Future, but when Marty McFly was hooking up with his mama, things got real suspect and he started to disappear. The people in the pictures disappeared, Tyra. Xavier started to disappear on that train ride. What?
Oh Lord, not Calvin started to do his people, not Calvin's people. Calvin Klein's people started to disappear. I'm questioning everything at this point because we're so focused on Dylan and I have to bring Dylan back. Whatever she's done or she's been able to do, who's to say she didn't try to do this with multiple people here? Yeah. I don't know. Who's to say someone isn't orchestrating something above? Because Sinatra is Sinatra, but I was always anticipating this. That's why I was like, where is Pastor Cal's daddy? Because it always felt like there was someone else over her who knew more than we had access to in that first season. Now we're just supposed to leave at this point. It's just all Sinatra. Nobody else is working. Like, Sinatra just never gave me that she was that brilliant. Not in that way. But even, with Dylan saying, well, you didn't create or make anything. You stole and you robbed and you did this and killed this person and now you have access. But still, like, there's nobody above Sinatra. Nobody. It just feels like there's more things at work here that we just don't have knowledge of because them in these simultaneous nosebleeds, and I just feel like it's to reference something because everybody isn't having them. Xavier had one. I think William had one.
Link had one. Sinatra
Link
had
had one, and Sinatra had one, and Pastor Cal has not had one, right?
I don't remember if he had one. I ain't seen him since season 1. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But I feel like that's to reference something for these particular characters. It feels like you're not real, man. I was like, if we get to a point and Xavier isn't Xavier, I swear I'm fighting everybody.
Let me say this. He doesn't fully disappear on that train. And this is, we had complimented them on getting their lighting back. But I will say that train ride was dark as hell. And I had to lighten up the screen and the images to see what happened. But there's one part of it where it's like he's morphing or like steam. It looked like steam or whatever is coming off of him. And I was like, is he disappearing?
Is he disappearing?
Like to me, when you go back and watch it,
but for him to disappear, would that mean her trying to bring Dylan back and them interacting at that moment and her getting that confirmation like, oh, you are Dylan, this is your name and this is your birthday? Does this mean something for Xavier in the past? Like,
well, we know in the dream every time Xavier is following Link is guiding him or taking him somewhere. And remember, he was reading that Last Man book. Are you the damn last man? Are you getting pulled back from the simulation? Again, he doesn't fully disappear in this seat, y'all, but it looks like he's fading. Like he is. Go back and watch it and you'll see. Because I ran it back because I said, what is happening to him in this seat? But go over and look at it. And y'all drop it in the comments after you watch it and tell me what you see in the moment, right? Because now we're here and it's hi, Alex girl. Let me put on my coat. And I want to know, are we in Oz? I don't take anything for granted. The damn yellow brick road, that yellow train car that we're riding, like we're in the Wiz in the train station. I didn't like it because this is all an illusion. Is Alex the man behind the curtain? Are you Dorothy, Sinatra? Tyra, talk to me about this. Did the Wizard of Oz ever pop up in your head?
I hope not, because we already know the Wiz was full of BS. You had no power or no deed, and at the end of the day, you could do nothing. You had no real power. I hope it's not that. I at this point, I just said, hi, Alexa," because that's what it gave. I think y'all still trying to maybe have us under the umbrella and the idea that we don't really know. This could be a person. Alex could be a person. Alex could be a thing. Alex could be a machine. I'm gonna bet on Alex being a machine. Okay, I think we're beyond it being an actual person, but it gave Alexa. But I'm like, all of these commands. Is this just acting on your solo command? Are we really going to turn the camera around and there's nobody here but you? Like, I have a hard time buying that it's just Sinatra. I really do. I keep waiting for other people to like, okay, well, yeah, we were all in on it. Well, actually, this is something that was, planned way before. Like, it cannot just be you. Has Sinatra just been this brilliant the whole time? Or like,
she's been guided by someone. This is not all her. There are definitely smaller people or smarter people, that have been guiding this journey.
And even if it wasn't and you got rid of all these people or whatever happened for it to just be you here, how do we get to the point of you being able to operate solo dolo? And it's just like, well, as long as I source this power, I can just do this thing. It just feels so unsecure for it to be this big of a thing, whatever it is, because it's giving time machine or time space continuum or some message board or something for her to send something into the past or the future or whatever. It's going to affect things. This is something massive, and you're the only one here at the helm. Okay.
Alex is this like a supreme consciousness. I really believe that this is like you guys, like we talked about before, that this was AI, a supreme consciousness, potentially a portal of some sort. The way she walked in and it was like, beam me up, Scotty, and the light illuminated. Hi, Alex girl. I was like, Sinatra, go to hell. You are not nice to anyone. I think she visits Alex often Like I do. I think she goes and has chats with Alex, and maybe Alex is the culmination of all of the great minds that have ever been up to this point, and someone who perfected, portal time travel, y'all. I don't know, damn it. And I like that I
She's
don't know,
talking to
Tyra.
someone. She can talk to that husband of hers. So
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Finale theories, because next week is the finale. I want to know from you guys in the chat. I want to know, you guys, after this live, I want you to put it in the comments. Give me your best and final theories for the finale. Tyra, any ideas of what's going to happen? Are we going to get any closure to any storyline this season?
it's really all over the place. It wasn't until later on today I was like, oh, this next episode is the last episode. This just didn't feel like a penultimate episode to me. It didn't leave me on pins and I wasn't like, oh my god. I was like, oh, that was the penultimate episode. So next episode is the last one. How are we gonna bring it on home? I don't know. I feel like this should have been a 10 episode season. Something is left on the cutting room floor. It really feels incomplete. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just not. I'm not anticipating a big reveal. I'm just anticipating a restart. But it kind of puts the show for me or everything that we've seen at this point to a disadvantage if I feel like we can just press whatever or we're gonna do whatever and things are just gonna be nuclear and change. And we're gonna just kind of be left with, well, hell, what is season 3 gonna look like? But I hope that it's something that still leaves us in the now and we have to deal with repercussions versus, oh, we're just starting over and now we got to see, because season 3 is the last season, right? So it can't just be a full-blown restart. It has to have some ramifications. We just don't know what those are. I don't know. I don't know. I just want to care.
I want to care, mama. I just want to care. I just want to care again. Thank you so much, Aaliyah999, for the 999 super chat. Child, after this season, I'm confused. I don't know where they're going with it. I just want closure. I want to know who Alex is. I want to know what's going to happen with Xavier and the family, and I want to know the fate of the rest of the people inside the bunker. That's what I want to know. And it is only half shut down. So you're right, C Golden. Maybe half can get out of the other doors. Thank you so much, DeMarcus, for the $5 super chat. Could you see Sterling K. Brown in Black Panther? He was in Black Panther. Congratulations. Paradise getting renewed for a season 3. Yeah. He was in Black Panther, the first one. He's the guy who gets in the very beginning. He betrayed his brother. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. Wasn't Sterling K. Brown in the first Black Panther?
I have not seen Black Panther in quite some time.
And they were in LA and he was thugging. He was so West. Right?
Really? That was him?
That was him. And
we need to have a refresher. I have not seen Black Panther since maybe the Black Panther pandemonium was happening and everybody showed up with their kente to go see it. That's been quite some time ago. I need to go watch Black Panther again because I'm like, what? Sterling was there?
I know he was there. Let me see.
Please say no cliffhanger, please. They're definitely going to give us a cliffhanger. I think they are. I think they are. I think too many theories and opportunities to have unclosed doors are open. I think they're going to leave it really open for interpretation what's really going to be happening in the next season.
Yeah, I knew he was over there. He was Killmonger's father. I knew it because he betrayed old boy and they had to. And he was so as Njobu. That's his name. We do need to go watch it. I haven't watched it in ages, and I never watched the other Wakanda. I never watched the new Wakanda. I didn't after Chadwick. I haven't watched it. But y'all, that was it. Listen, I'm not venturing anything else. Y'all got everything I got today, right? I'm doing what I can with what I got.
Great.
Tyra, let the people know what you got going on. If you have any other thoughts for this episode, let the people know.
Oh, baby, if y'all are over there in those Beauty and Black streets, please go check out the live discussion with Watch With Me LB all about Beauty and Black. That was a mess yesterday. I think we're getting into Imperfect Women tomorrow.
Yeah, we are. We are
going over there into them Kerry Washington, Ugly Cry, Imperfect Woman Women Streets. I can't wait to see what it actually has in store for that. I can't wait for Friday though. That's the day I'm waiting on because we're going to get into the finale of Love Story. If you have not been watching Love Story on FX, don't doubt it just because it got Ryan Murphy name on it. It is really, really good. And I can't wait to discuss that. But yeah, be sure to hit the like button for us and hype the video and show us some love because we appreciate that kind of stuff.
And don't forget, like in a few short moments, we will be here to talk 90 Day Fiance, season 8, episode 14, before the 90 days. Yeah, and that's going to be fun and a mess. But we will see y'all in the next video. Love you much. Yeah, see you later, guys.